If you already walk most days, but you're not seeing much change in your body, the problem usually isn't effort. It's that walking is being treated as just movement instead of a tool you can aim. In this video, I'll show you 10 simple adjustments that can make the walks you're already doing feel more effective for fat loss and metabolic health, without turning them into exhausting workouts. And I'll keep this practical. You'll know exactly when to do each one, how hard to go, and what to avoid, so you don't waste time doing good habits that aren't giving you much back. Quick note, this is general education, not medical advice. If you have diabetes, take glucose-lowering medication, or have joint or heart issues, adjust intensity and check with a clinician. Alright, let's start with the first switch, because it's the easiest one to implement and it sets the tone for the entire day. The first tweak is what I call the wake-up walk. This isn't a heroic session, it's a calm start. Within the first hour of waking, ideally before you get pulled into messages, coffee, and stress, walk for 5 to 12 minutes at an easy pace. The point is not calories, the point is direction. In the morning, your body naturally shifts into day mode, and for many people that includes a small rise in circulating fuel and stress hormones. That's not a problem, it's normal physiology. But if your metabolism is a little sluggish, or you tend to feel puffy, hungry, or anxious early in the day, a gentle walk can help. Your muscles can use some of the fuel that's already available, and you often start the day feeling more stable. Keep it comfortable, nose breathing if possible, shoulders relaxed, no rushing. If you want one simple rule, if you finish and feel more calm than when you started, you did it right. And if mornings are chaotic, even walking in place while you wait for the kettle is a valid wake-up walk. The standard here is consistency, not perfection. The second tweak is a short walk after eating, and honestly, if you only pick one from this entire list, pick this one. After meals, blood sugar tends to rise. That's normal physiology, but a small amount of movement can help your muscles take up fuel more efficiently, which may reduce how high and how long that post-meal rise lasts. The key is to keep it gentle so digestion isn't competing with intense exercise. Think 2 to 10 minutes. A slow stroll around your home, down the hall, outside the building, nothing dramatic. People often ask, should I do it immediately? Ideally, yes, within about 10 to 20 minutes after eating. But if your schedule is messy, even doing it later is better than not doing it at all. This is one of those habits that's deceptively powerful because it's short and repeatable. Do it after lunch and dinner for a week and pay attention to your energy, cravings, and afternoon sleepiness. Many people notice they feel less like they need something sweet after meals. Third, stop guessing and start measuring one thing: steps. Not because steps are magical, but because measurement removes self-deception. Most people are either overestimating their movement or underestimating how inconsistent they are. Track 3 normal days without changing anything. That's your baseline. Then add a small, realistic increase, something like an extra 1,000 steps per day, and keep it there for a week. Once that feels normal, repeat. This is how habits become automatic. And importantly, if you're having a low-energy week, don't punish yourself with huge goals. Keep the baseline and protect consistency. Fat loss usually doesn't require perfection. It requires an upward trend you can sustain. A practical tip: if you struggle with motivation, create step anchors. For example, a 5-minute walk after breakfast, a 5-minute walk after lunch, and a 5-minute walk after dinner. That alone can add a surprising number of steps without feeling like exercise. Fourth, learn the conversation pace, sometimes called the steady aerobic zone. I don't want you breathless for most of your walking. I want you in the middle, challenging enough to feel like you're doing something, but calm enough that your body isn't constantly flipping into stress mode. Here's the simplest test. You should be able to speak in full sentences, but you wouldn't want to deliver a long speech without pausing to breathe. If you can talk endlessly, it's probably too easy. If you can only say a few words at a time, it's probably too hard for the purpose of this walk. This pace is valuable because it's sustainable and repeatable, and it tends to support recovery rather than draining it. If you wear a watch and like numbers, fine, but you don't need them. Your breathing and your ability to talk are enough. On most days, this is the pace that builds a strong base without leaving you feeling wrecked. Now the fifth tweak is about mechanics, and it matters more than people think because the best walking routine is the one you can do for years without pain. Walk tall. Imagine your head being gently lifted upward. Keep your ribs down, your shoulders relaxed, and your gaze slightly ahead, not down at the ground. Then add natural arm swing, front to back, with relaxed hands. When the arms are stiff, walking becomes smaller and more shuffling. When the arms swing naturally, the whole gait becomes smoother and more rhythmic. You're not trying to exaggerate it, you're simply letting the body do what it was designed to do. A good cue is this: your hands should pass near your pockets on the way back, and your shoulders should stay low. Another cue: soften your jaw. People carry tension in their face, and it shows up in their shoulders and arms. You can turn an average walk into a better walk just by looking less stressed while you do it. Sixth, use walking to change your nervous system state. This is where calm expert advice often sounds too simple, but it's powerful. Stress affects sleep, cravings, recovery, recovery and consistency. So give your walk a job, make it a downshift. If you can walk in nature, great. Parks, trails, anywhere with trees and open space. If you can't, create scenery mode in the city. For the first 5 minutes, keep the phone away. Look up, scan the distance. Notice what you see and hear, breathe a little slower than usual. This isn't spiritual, it's physiology. You're teaching your body that movement can be safe, not stressful, and that supports better recovery. If you're someone who lives in your head, this is also a great time to solve problems, but only after you've calmed down first. First, settle your nervous system, then think. Seventh, once or twice a week, change gears with simple intervals, without running. This keeps walking from becoming monotonous, and it gently challenges your cardiovascular system. Here's a simple pattern. 30 seconds brisk, 90 seconds easy, repeated 6 to 10 times. Brisk means faster than normal, but still controlled. You should feel your breathing increase a bit, but you're not gasping. Then you fully recover during the easy portion. This speed play style tends to feel good because it adds variety and a sense of progress without beating up your joints. If 30 seconds feels too spicy, make it 15. If 90 seconds recovery isn't enough, make it 2 minutes. The goal is to finish feeling like you could do one more round, not like you survived something. And if you're new to this, start with 4 rounds. Over time, build up. Eighth, if you want an immediate upgrade without learning anything complicated, use incline, hills, stairs, or a treadmill incline. Walking uphill recruits more muscle, especially glutes and thighs, and that can make the same amount of time feel much more effective. The trick is to treat the hill as your work and the flat or downhill as your recovery. Push a bit on the way up, then slow down and control your steps on the way down. If you're using stairs, you can walk up and take the elevator down if it's available. This is one of the easiest ways to add intensity while staying low impact. A small coaching point: shorten your stride slightly on hills and keep your steps under you. That tends to feel better on the knees and helps the glutes do their job. Ninth, you can add load, but only if your form stays clean. This is optional. A light backpack or a weighted vest can increase the demand and add bone loading, which some people like. But loading is not worth it if it turns your walk into a stiff, compromised gait. Start very light. Keep it short, 10 to 20 minutes. And the moment you notice your shoulders hiking up, your stride shortening, or your arm swing disappearing, you either reduce the weight or skip this entirely. If you do choose load, I generally prefer a vest over hand weights, because hand weights often ruin natural arm swing. Your walk should still look like a walk. The goal is gentle progression, not proving something. 10th, and this is one of the most underrated strategies, do multiple mini walks. In many real lives, 3 to 6 short walks can be more effective than one long walk, not because of total calories, but because you're repeatedly activating muscles across the day and interrupting long sitting blocks. Even 3 to 5 minutes counts. Pair it with triggers you already have: after coffee, after lunch, after dinner, after meetings, after school drop-off. If you work at a desk, set a rule. Every time you finish a call, you stand up and walk for 2 minutes. You'll be amazed how quickly these stack. This approach also protects your joints, because short walks don't create the same repetitive strain as one long session done with poor form. So here's your simple plan. Don't try all 10 at once. Pick 3 for the next 7 days. If you want the most high-impact, low-effort combination, do the wake-up walk, the after-meal stroll, and one longer conversation pace walk on most days. Then add intervals or hills once or twice a week for variety. Keep it calm, keep it consistent, and let your body respond. Progress in walking should feel almost boring. That's a good sign. The wins come from repetition. If you want, I can give you a 1-week template, exactly what to do each day in realistic time blocks, including an easy version for busy days and a slightly stronger version for weekends. Just comment "plan," and if this video helped you see walking differently, subscribe, because in the next one I'll show you how to combine walking with simple nutrition timing in a way that's sustainable and not obsessive.